Hey all! So I just thought that I would do a quick video on what are healthy fats. We are always being told to eat the healthy fats and don't eat the bad fats, the unhealthy fats. And I feel like everybody has their own opinion on this matter, and I just want to talk about like what are really healthy fats and what you should look for when you're trying to choose an oil or a fat to add into your meals. So, you know, this is my opinion and what I have done in my research and what I have looked into. And so, if you have other thoughts or opinions, or if you're really still unsure, like really look into this further. This is just what I've come up with and what I have seen when I've been looking for what is actually a healthy fat. So, first off, I want to talk about what are unhealthy fats. So, unhealthy fats are processed fats, processed oils that come from seed oils or vegetable oils. These are really toxic and cause a lot of inflammation in the body. And so, the reason why these oils are not that great for us is because they are unsaturated fat, unsaturated oils, which means that they contain a double carbon and they can oxidize really quickly, especially when they're processed the way that they are. And then when we go and heat them, it oxidizes even more. And then we're putting that in our bodies. It's completely unnatural. We never would be eating this in the wild, right? And evolutionarily, this is not something that we would be consuming. We would be consuming the whole plant. So these oils include seed oils, which are like sunflower, sesame, canola, safflower oils, rapeseed, cottonseed, and then vegetable oils like soybean and corn. And of course, these are the oils that, we're being told to consume in replace of saturated fat, which makes no sense whatsoever. It's so unnatural. It is not good for us. So this is not a healthy fat, and it's something that we really should be limiting in our diet. It has been shown to cause even more insulin resistance than actual sugar, and more research is coming out that this is really not good for us. So what are healthy fats? So we have, so healthy fats would be your more naturally occurring fats, like saturated fat that comes from animal, butter, lard, ghee, tallow. It's really easy to get this off of the animal. You cook the meat and you have the fat. It's right there. It's very stable oil, so it doesn't oxidize as quickly because there's no double carbons. And so that makes it more stable and it doesn't oxidize. It also contains a ton of vitamins and like fat soluble vitamins A, D, E, K. This is so important, so crucial for health. So these are good oils to be consuming. They're nutrient dense, they're good for us, they're good for our cells, they're good for our bodies. So these saturated fats would be, like I said, ghee, tallow, butter, lard, and then you could also get saturated fats from coconut and avocado. And these things like avocados, coconut, and even red meat also contain monounsaturated fat, which is a more stable oil than polyunsaturated fats. Monounsaturated only has one carbon bond, making it a little bit more stable, whereas polyunsaturated has many carbon bonds, making it very easily to oxidize. So when we're looking for different oils and fats, the monounsaturated is the one that you want to look for if you're going to have an unsaturated fat. And the polyunsaturated fat is what is in all of those seed and vegetable oils. It's very high in polyunsaturated fat. Many double carbon bonds causing oxidation, inflammation, and we don't want to be consuming that. So monounsaturated fat is the better fat if we're going to have unsaturated fat, and that's what you find in olive oils and avocados, and even red meat has more monounsaturated fat than saturated fat. So these are just things to keep in mind. What about whole nuts and seeds? So I talked about not having seed oils, But small amounts of whole nuts and seeds, if you can tolerate them, a lot of people have issues with it. It can cause inflammation just because it's has a lot of anti-nutrients, and it also contains some phytochemicals that people can be sensitive to, but we won't get into that. So whole nuts and seeds can be good, but in small amounts. So you don't need to be consuming large amounts of whole nuts and seeds, just a small handful. We don't need to be overdoing it. You're gonna have digestive issues and be eating too much omega-6 oils if you're eating a bunch of nuts and seeds. So keep it small, keep small portion size. Okay, so unhealthy fats are the unsaturated, polyunsaturated, especially with the double carbon bonds with many of them. We want to stay away from seed oils, vegetable oils that oxidize really quickly, also have high amounts of omega-6, which is inflammatory. And then the actual healthy fats are the naturally occurring fats in avocados, olive oil. Olive oil is good because it's mainly monounsaturated. It's also coming from a fruit oil, so it's not a vegetable oil. I want to make that clear. It is not a vegetable. So is olive oil. So is avocado oil. So avocados are good. And then your animal fats, butter, lard, tallow, ghee, all of these are good and nutrient dense. So anyway, that is it. I just wanted to quickly get on here and talk about what an actual healthy fat is. All right, bye.